Alright, we're going to try this again, times 2. This is why I cannot do anything live, or as it goes, because I always run into some disaster. So, here's what happened. You notice the water pump is now black, not red. Yesterday I put, pretty much had everything together and had the fan on, and then realized that the bearing in the pump was no good. So I ended up having to, I mean, it was, there's a lifetime warranty, and I'm glad it happened now. It's just aggravating because it's like, I was really hoping to get more done yesterday, and then this is always what ends up happening. I don't know what the neighbor's doing over there, it's noisy. But anyway, I just put the water pump on camera and then failed. Again, I don't have an editing program, so I can't just keep jumping around and stuff. I wish, maybe someday. Right now it's just not a big enough channel to do this. So anyway, with that said, pretty much have everything figured out. I got the water, I'll get it right here in a minute. I finally did get the power steering pump lined up proper. And so, Cadillac's starting up over there, good grief. Some old ladies, Cadillac. An old Coupe de Ville, red one, white vinyl roof. Anyway, I'm going to start putting this together. And I've got 2 different sizes of belts. The one that's supposed to be on here, there's just no way. That wasn't going to work. It was way too short, so I got a couple of them that are longer. I'm going to go with, they probably won't work either. That's how it works. I'm going to do my best to get this together. I really want this together. At least where it looks like I've got something done. Anyway, I would have gotten an earlier start on this, but some people, a guy I work with, wife's car, I did a video on it. I don't know if I'm going to put it up yet or not. It was on a 2011 Impala. They had me looking for a noise in the front end, and I finally found a few. I did a video on it. I don't know if I'm going to, like I said, put them up, but you probably could see them otherwise. The parts are not here yet. I had to order them in. So it is what it is. Alright, so try to get some of this all snugged up. I'm not fighting so bad. And I lost my, there it is. Can't be too tight, it's going to have to move. Just don't want it getting carried away on me. I hope everybody's day's going good. It's early November here. It's been cold the last few days. As a matter of fact, we had frost on the ground this morning. Humidity's so bad that you can't. I thought I left that loose. I may not have slide. I bet I didn't. That way it wouldn't hurt my finger. I'm going to walk in front of the camera. Forgive me. I might even do it twice just for fun. I think I left that tight so that it doesn't slide and smash my fingers. My favorite part. That'll be good enough for now. I'll show you my bracket I modified for this back of this AC here in just a minute. Okay. Yeah, anyway, what happened was, the reason I had to stop the video, I guess I keep jumping around, is I got the new water pump, brought it here, put it on. I didn't mind the black against the red, so I just went ahead and left it black and got ready to, just got the water, man, I'm telling you, got the alternator tightened up on it, and I looked down there and realized the studs you just saw me put in were still in the old pump. The new one didn't come with it, so I had to go back to AutoZone. Luckily, they still had it from yesterday, and we got the pins out of it, or the studs. I kind of hate putting this fan on because it gets in the way of everything, but you kind of have to have that to tighten everything up, so you know what belt for sure you need. I'm going to go ahead and put it on. But that's what happened yesterday. I got everything on and then realized that the pump wasn't any good, like I said. And if it was just me driving it and driving it in town, I probably would have ran it till it went bad. But like I said, this is going to have to make a couple 300-mile drive, and then who knows from there. So this thing's going to have to be roadworthy. I'm not sure the clutch fan is really any good. I'll look into that sometime too. All right, let me get a wrench, tighten this up. Excuse me, again in front of the camera. Anyway, and like I said, the weather though is, and it's all over the place. Got a hold of the gas company, may or may not have said this. They came out and had to verify that there used to be a line here that's, you know, this thing hasn't had gas for a long time. I guess I'll tighten these up after I get the belts on, but this is just to make sure that this pulley is straight up and down where I want it, so that when I tighten the belts, I'm not cocking anything at an angle and making things worse. Anyway, so I got a hold of the gas company, and it's kind of an ugly deal. You call Texas, and they'll send somebody out to verify that there's a line there, which the guy who's going to verify it's the one I talked to the other day, who says, yes, I see the line, but you have to go through the proper steps. And then they come in, I'll start with a little bit shorter one. They come in, make sure that's all good, and then they do some type of like an audit on the size of gas line and what, you know, how many people are on it and how much people are using, and then they actually say whether I can have gas again or not. Oh man, that thing is still way short. Way short. Which means that other one's probably not even close. No. Oh. You know what? I think I see why I had trouble with this yesterday. I bet the factory belt was right. I'm just looking and realize I was not supposed to go around the water pump. So I bet you I have to go back and get the one that was originally for this. Want to bet? Yeah. Maybe not. Oh, I'm sure at the end of mine. Mind you, I know that the water, man, I keep calling everything the wrong thing. I don't know. I can go probably, I know that this isn't tight. I don't have this bracket tight here, so, but I have full stroke on this. And although that might be okay, because once this thing has adjusted, you see it changes everything. So when we put that belt on, we'll see what that does, and then we'll go from there. Don't have any idea. I think that's all there. Let me see what we got. Or not. And yes, you have to do this. There's 3 belts on these. And you have to go in sequence. AC is the furthest back. Power steering is the next one in line. The alternator's out. And I guess that's because possibly that's the one that goes bad soonest. I don't know. I don't think that's going to be enough. I'm going to have to go a ½ inch shorter, or not, let's say, yeah, I think it ends up being like ½ inch shorter, which I've got enough stroke on that, so that won't be a problem. As I look at these belts when I've got it off, I mean, I replaced them a few years ago, but yeah, that one's okay. So anyway, let me show you my bracket before I get off here, and then like I said, I'll probably do the next video on what everything looks like. Anyway, here's what I was talking about doing, and that's what I ended up doing. I ended up notching that both front and back, and then I'd take it home, put it in my vise, and then heat it up with a torch, and then bent that around to where it actually makes contact. And it also, if I adjust this right without over tightening anything, it should keep the bracket off of the valve cover some too. But I'm going to tighten everything down real easy. I was hoping to get the belt so I can see, and I am going to order one of them bottom brackets I was talking about to go from the headers. I think more than anything it's just to help support that bracket on top. They're about, I found them from like 20 to $35 or something like that, and I think I got one somewhere, but Lord only knows where it's at. But anyway, so I'm going to get that bracket there just to help out, because this one now has been, now I'm going to try to weld that back up once I get it set where I want, and I'll weld those gaps up, or I'll put a piece of strap on the inside or outside, and you know, go from there, because they did weaken it. I'm not arguing that. This isn't the way I suggest everybody do it. This is how I am doing it. You do, you know, the way you want to do it, the way you feel comfortable, the way you feel safe, but don't do what I do just because that's what I did. I did this because I didn't feel like changing those valve covers. I was just, you know, I got money into those, and I didn't want them to leak, and that's why I bought the aluminum ones. So this is just how it worked for me. And I will make this safe. This isn't going to stay like this. This is by far not the safest way to do it. But it will work. I did not actually, you know, cut into the metal on in the center section, just on those two sides. And anyway, I'm going to go ahead and go get another belt, one just a little bit shorter, and then I will make a video when this thing is all done. Well, anyway, the reason, like I said, I made this video was just to show you how bad this can be. I'm trying to do them live, I just can't do it. So, all right, guys, we'll talk to you later.